Hello, welcome back to the 7th House Art Studio. Today is going to wrap up my series of testing out RoseArt products. And I've done a video on the 100 count washable markers. I've done a video on the 100 set gel pens. And I've done the 24 set of soft pastels. And the last one was the review of the 72 count color pencils by RoseArt. So check out those other videos. Tonight wraps it up, and it is for the 24 set of watercolor pencils. Okay, on the back we have the colors, and it says artist grade premium pencils, highly pigmented with smooth laydown, pre-sharpened 3mm color cores, use wet or dry. Okay, nothing about fade resistant, as some of the other products said. Let's see. Let's get right into it. Okay, it is a thin tin with a hinged lid, and here are your colors. And on the pencils themselves, it just has RoseArt and Premium. No color name, no color number. And it is is this a hexagon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's a hexagon. And capped end. So let's try these out wet and dry. Well, dry first and then wet. So I have here a piece of watercolor paper that's from Five Below. Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to start left to right. The first one is a white one, so we're not going to test that out. At least not yet. Okay. They just smell like colored pencils. I'm pressing pretty hard so the lead is not breaking. I did not sharpen these again. Okay, that black is pretty opaque, but it looks more like a very dark gray. It's not like a true black. So it may change once I put water on it. This one looks like a dark gray. Okay, so they feel they're kind of hard to put down a little bit. Of course, they are watercolor pencils. They're kind of really have to work at it to put the colors down. This one's a little bit better. I think I may be putting them too close together. That was a reddish brown. This is an orange. That was like a red orange. This is like a pumpkin orange. Today is Sunday. It's my one day off a week. And during that one day off a week, I have to do the laundry and vacuum and all that junk. So it's, I think it's almost 6 o'clock on Sunday night. I had to go to the grocery store too. There's another brown. Well, another brown. Yeah, that one was kind of a reddish brown. This one is a greenish brown. There's another brown. This looks pretty close to, I think it's the same one. These are very similar, which is odd for something that's only a 24 set. Of course, I am using the other side of the paper because this side I tested out some other products. Okay, so that does have something to do with it. I'm using the back side of the page. So they do feel better once I put them over here. It's going down a lot easier. Okay, so that's good to know. That was a yellow. Here is another yellow, a lighter shade. That one had a little bit of crumbs and a little bit of breakage, but I was pressing pretty hard on that. So I got these off of cra-z-art.com. So you have to put cray. I should write it out for you. So cra-z-art.com was where I found my RoseArt products. And they have switched hands several times during the their lifetime. So I was actually on cra-z-art.com looking for something else, and I saw all these RoseArt products, and I got all excited. Because when I was a kid, we had only thing I remember as a kid, or any time actually, for RoseArt were the crayons, and the crayons really did blow big time. I did not see any crayons online to buy. And I did not get every product that RoseArt had. There's a lot of greens in here. It's not bad. Green is one of my favorite colors. Here we're getting into some blues. These two blues are very similar. I swear they're the same one. It looks like the same color to me. Maybe they'll be different once they're activated with water. Alright, I'm making sure I'm still in the shot. Here's a lighter blue. Okay, we're almost through here, getting down to the end. We have one purple. One pink, which I don't use pink that much, so that's okay for me anyway. And some more browns coming up. What's the deal with all the browns? Okay. I think okay, this is more of a brown. The other ones were like reddish brown, greenish brown. These are very similar. Okay, and then the last one is whatever color you want this to be. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what they look like. This is what your colors are when they're dry, plus the white. Okay, a good variety of colors. However, you know, one pink and one purple is a little odd, and so many variations of brown. I don't remember if there was a bigger set or if it was just the 24 set. Some reason I'm thinking it was just a 24 set. Okay, so here we're going to put some water on this. Yeah, it's a lot darker once you put water on it. Clean off my brush here. Trying to see if the stroke marks will go away. I put a lot of water on that one. Okay, maybe you need more water on here. Yeah, the stroke marks are still staying there. I don't like that. we'll try another technique here in a second. Some colors are dissolving more better. What the hell is that? Better than the other ones. These oranges did a little bit better. That one dissolved a little bit better. These two colors are almost the same. They're the same color. That's okay. You could have put a different color in there. Maybe another pink or another purple, even another blue, because these two blues are pretty close together too. That one you can still see the stroke marks. That one was a little bit better, not a whole lot. Alright, let's go over here. The paper is starting to buckle. Of course, it was already kind of bent to begin with from the other testing on the other side. I have had other brands of watercolor pencils be a little bit better than this. I've also had worse. Some colors are doing better than the other ones. I just don't understand these two. These two looked a little different once they got wet. Okay. And that one dissolved pretty good because it was a pretty light color to begin with. Let's see what happens here. Nothing. Okay. So here they are once they're activated with water. Some of them you can still see the stroke marks. This one faded out a little bit after it got a little bit drier. The black you can still see. This orange did a little bit better. The yellows did a little bit better. And that last one there on the end did a little bit better. Okay. Like I said, I've had worse, I've had better. So, this might be something that will be totally up to your discretion if you want to get them or not. So let's just try a little bit of a crappy little drawing here. It's not really anything. Just want to see like how they would blend together, like if you were actually drawing something. So make sure you check out the other RoseArt products videos that I've done. This yellow one really lays down pretty well. This really isn't even anything at all. Just trying to get an idea if you were trying to actually draw something with these. how well they all blend together. Make sure you also check out my shorts. The other night I did a watercolor painting of the Pink Panther, so go out and check that one out. A lot of my shorts have like the end results of what I've worked on, mostly out of my sketchbook or just doodling around. Okay, clean out the brush. All right, so let's go into light into dark. So I wanted to do this because you're not really doing like sharp edges, squares and blocks, and the without any sharp edges, the colors will probably blend together better without seeing stroke marks, and that does seem to be the case here. So you're not going to be seeing like this. You're not going to be seeing like this hardness right there. It's all going to, okay, this is much better results than just swatching them in squares. Oh yeah, okay. I'm glad I did that because that turned out a lot better. You see here, they got your stroke marks. You can still see, look at who draws that way though, in little blocks. So here, it turned out much better, and I'm much happier. I'm glad I did that. That looks a lot better. It blends together better. There's not the, you can't see all the really stroke marks a whole lot. Of course, you know, I didn't really blend that one a whole lot together. That, yeah, okay. Much happier now. I was getting ready to say these are crap, but this does a lot better, that's for sure, this way. So that's pretty good. I like that. So let's see if we're going to use them dry and we want it to blend. Just do a light coverage here, light-handed. Okay. I'll go to orange here. Oh, sorry. Again, light-handed. You want to layer. Okay. The one pink. It does look like you'll be able to layer them. You know, if you do it the right way. Of course, you know, I may not be doing it the right way, but I've always thought that if you do light-handed, thin layering on multiple layers, that things blend in better. Okay, let's see. Yellow again. So it does look like you'll be able to blend them dry. What's another good? Let's see if the, you know, if you're using colored pencils and sometimes you use the white one, it blends them together better. Kind of blends them together. Okay, so it kind of did. Now let's put some blue in here. Are they the best color pencils / watercolor pencil? No. Are they the worst? No. Will they work better on the right side of the paper? Yes. Okay, so there is some dry blending, which you can do. You know, keep working at it more and more. But I'm just curious to see what will happen with water on this. I think a lot has to do with some bleed through from the other side, but there you go. Really happy with this. You know, they blend together very well when they're dry or when they're wet, and not just sharp lines. You got to make sure you're blending, and just like on your makeup, you know, make sure you're blending and making everything look smooth. You don't go and put jagged lines on your cheeks and leave on your contouring and all that. You blend it all together. So the same concept here. It's going to look better. Okay. So that is the review of the 24 count RoseArt premium. I don't think they're premium though, to be honest. Let's be honest. They're not premium. Okay, I was trying to zoom back out and I turned it off. Okay, so we'll be honest. They're not premium. There's no color numbers or color names on the pencils themselves. I guess you could try to match them up as best you can on this, and they're not fine art quality. So, but it does say guaranteed. So I'm sure if you didn't like them and didn't think that this was true, you could probably get your money back. I'm assuming. That's my thought with that on there. Oh, come on, open here. So there they all are again. And make sure you check out the previous videos on RoseArt. And this does wrap up my RoseArt collection here and product testing. I want to thank you for joining me. And if you like the content in any way and it helps you, consider hitting that like button, subscribing, and come back. I'm trying to get a thumbnail here. Alright, thanks guys.